fragrant, lush, with juicy fruits. It's impossible to resist. Charlotte with plums turns out no worse than with apples or pears. Each fruit gives this pie a unique touch. Try to cook and you will definitely like it. How to bake a charlotte with plums in the oven. Very simple. Prepare all the necessary ingredients. Read all the subtleties of making sponge dough in the article at the end of this recipe. Combine the eggs with sugar and vanilla in a deep bowl. Beat with a mixer until the mass is lightened and the sugar is completely dissolved. Pre-wash the eggs in running water using a food detergent. Be sure to sift the flour. This will make the baking airy. Add the flour in parts to the eggs beaten with sugar. Mix everything with a mixer. It is necessary to beat at a low speed so that the dough does not settle much. Remember that you may need a little less or more flour. Read more about the properties of flour in the article on this topic. The link is at the end of this recipe. Wash the plums in running water, dry them, cut them in half and remove the bones. Cut the resulting halves of the plums in half again. In general, the smaller you slice the plums, the more evenly they will be distributed over the dough. The dough itself is very airy and costly chopped fruits cannot hold in it. Even though I cut it into slices, but in the end all the plums went down. And I had to turn the charlotte over. Put the plums in the dough and gently mix with a silicone spatula. Put the dough in a greased baking dish. Bake the charlotte for about 45 minutes in a preheated 180 degrees C oven. Do not open the oven for the first 30 minutes, otherwise the dough will settle. Leave the finished charlotte in the cooling oven for another 10 minutes. The time and temperature are indicated approximately. Be guided by the features of your oven. Read more about this in the article at the end of the recipe. Cool the finished fluffy charlotte with plums a little, remove from the mold and cut into pieces. Serve with hot aromatic tea, coffee or cocoa. Enjoy your meal.